Hi, this is Sam from StrumClub, and buying your first guitar can be a very tricky process. There are just so many guitars out there on the market, especially nowadays, that it can be so confusing and so disorienting to pick the perfect one for your needs. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about some of those types of guitars and some tips that will help you buy your first beginner guitar. There are three things that we'll talk about today that are important to consider when buying your first guitar. Number one, budget. Number two, what type of guitar, acoustic or electric? And number three, what size of guitar? Let's first start with budget. In general, you can find a great beginner guitar for around the range of $100 to $500. You can also find guitar kits or guitar packs that include the guitar itself, an amplifier, a guitar cord, a gig bag, and many other accessories for around a similar price. Now let's move on to arguably the most important choice that you'll make when buying your first guitar. What type of guitar do you want? An acoustic or an electric? First, let's start off with the acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar is a great instrument for the beginner guitarist looking to play music in the genres such as singer-songwriter, country, and some styles of rock. One pro of the acoustic guitar is that it doesn't require an amplifier or a guitar cord or a power source to be able to get nice, bright sounds. The tone of an acoustic guitar is also generally very bright, loud, and resonant, which makes it perfect for sit-down gatherings, playing along, and singing along with other people as well. A con of the acoustic guitar is that it has non-adjustable volume, meaning that the only way to adjust the volume of an acoustic guitar is through your playing. So I can play and strum very hard to get a loud sound, or very soft to get a quiet sound, but there is no way on the guitar to turn a knob to make it quieter or louder. Another con of the acoustic guitar is that the strings are generally thicker and more difficult to press down. This is especially important to consider for beginner guitarists, beginner musicians who are not yet comfortable with the sensation of pressing down strings on the frets with the pads of your fingers. The tone of an acoustic guitar is also limited in some ways. For example, I can play in different parts of the guitar to get different sounds, but they all sound very similar. Last but not least, the body of an acoustic guitar is generally very bulky, making it a little bit difficult for transport. Now let's move on to the electric guitar. The electric guitar is a great instrument for the beginning musician and guitarist looking to play in the popular music genres such as R&B, jazz, rock, metal, and pop. One pro of the electric guitar is that the strings are much more flexible than that of the acoustic guitar, making it easier to press down, bend, and play easily. Another pro of the electric guitar is that it is very versatile in tone. There are many different knobs and switches on the guitar itself that can change the tone, but when paired with an amp, you open the doors to a plethora of different colors to choose from. For example, you can have a clean tone, or you can have a super gritty, distorted guitar tone. However, there are some cons to the electric guitar, the biggest one being you need many accessories to be able to play the guitar to its fullest potential. Some of these accessories include an amplifier, a 1/4-inch guitar cable, and a power source. Another con is that even though most electric guitars are thinner than most acoustic guitars, they are generally heavier. It may also be worth to consider buying a classical guitar. A classical guitar is still an acoustic instrument, but the strings are softer, usually made out of nylon, which make them easier to press down, similar to an electric guitar. Now that we covered the differences between electric guitar and acoustic guitar, let's talk about guitar sizes. It's important to get the right size guitar for the right size guitarist. This makes comfortability and ease of playing much less of a barrier for the beginning guitarist. Also, making sure that you can reach all parts of the guitar easily is important to build good playing habits. For young children ages 4 to 6, it may be best to get a 1/4 size guitar. For students aged 5 to 9, it might be best to get a 1/2 size guitar. For older students ages 9 to 12, it may be best to get a 3/4 size guitar. And for any student above the age of 12, it may be best to get a full-size guitar. And that's it. I hope that this video helped you buy your first beginner guitar, and good luck to your musical journey. This was Sam from StrumClub. It was great having you here, and I'll see you next time.